Back in DayZ, and there's been an update. So it's a bit of a smaller update, I want to say, not a huge one. Obviously, we came from Starry, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go back, because there've been a lot of whiners about me not checking out the military tents. I would have figured that, me heading over to two military areas would have sufficed for people, but that was apparently uh, not cool, I guess, enough. So, yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, oh, maybe I'll head back and check out the stuff. And I was like, nah, screw it. So we're gonna keep walking. And yeah, so generally the goal was that I'm going to end up going to the airstrip, and then there was a sort of military base that I wanted to go to afterwards that I visited during a live stream. I don't know if people quite remember that, that kind of little base section I was in. It's like a small camp, but it's very much a military structured area. That was the general plan. You guys got to go with it a bit more. There's only so many guide type things I can do in this. And when I'm visiting places, I just kind of show them off and, show off some neat spots for it. So, you don't have to be so hostile if I walk by a military tent, because I am kind of planning these ahead a little bit as far as where I want to go. But I guess I don't have fancy enough equipment or something. I mean, I've got guns and food and stuff so that I could do the inventory video, but I guess it's not fancy enough. Whatever. Anyways, gonna keep doing my own sort of thing here as I continue to survive. With the update today, it was a smaller update. Like, I guess the file size was kind of big, so they might be preparing something larger, but this one is, in my opinion, a smaller update. So there's option fixes mostly. The option button is skipped while moving down in the main menu. Update of details window, field of view, discard, and reset button should work properly now, hopefully. Server messages disabled should work now too, which is probably something a lot of people like. And that's just like sort of options fixes. This one is really focused at being a small sort of patch that enhances the menu and little bits of, like, I don't want to say it's not really UI, but just like the menu setup and stuff like that. They're smaller tweaks to enhance that experience. So on top of that, they've fixed the VoIP. And yeah, so the mute of online players now stays, and the replug device is refreshed if needed. So hopefully that fixes the voice options and stuff like that. Because they've been tweaking it and trying to get it right so that it works properly in the game. Because I remember, we had all those issues before, as far as like, if you unplugged your mic, or if you were in a party and left your party, it'd be kind of glitchy and touchy and wouldn't quite work. I know some of you probably remember that from that time. And I know it didn't, have problems for everyone, but I do know a lot of people did mention they had issues. So, it's nice to see them actually really focused on making the chatting system work, because in DayZ, communication is very important. Not as much right now, because people are a little bit more hostile to one another. But, yeah, communication is actually a very important part of the game. At least I think so. And I've gotten the wheel going again. So a lot of people were like, oh, you gotta use the wheel and stuff. So there was a good reason why I wasn't using the wheel before to hotkey on things. And that was mostly because it didn't function properly, at least in the beta and stuff like that. And even afterwards, I recall having issues getting things to properly, work. So this is Cabahano, so we're just south of the airfield, and actually, I guess sort of west. Well, it's more of like a southwest from the military base that I was aiming at. So we're actually going to go down to the southern coast afterwards and kind of explore those areas, and maybe do a stream soon. I'm kind of debating it. I've just been really busy recently. I did the forts stuff. I got a review and all that, and literally I finished it the one night, which was I think last night actually, And then the next morning, Creed Odyssey showed up. So during the season, it's like one game onto the next, onto the next. And I know you see like the video stuff where I'm doing the DayZ content. And I'm actually doing this one like really close to, just because I've been running out of time. You know, I do the written stuff alongside the video content for things, so it is quite a lot of work to manage all of that. But cool, if you want to check out my site, that's nice too. Supports what I do. It's like they go hand in hand. It makes sense, you know, you do the written and the video. And I'm one of the few people that do like sort of both. And I think that makes me a little bit more distinct, at least to the press people I chat with, or PR people I chat with. They kind of find that aspect interesting. That aside, what I've been so delayed with today was I got my new iPhone XS, the iPhone Excessive. So that's kind of cool, I think. But you know what? We're going to chat about that a bit later because, you know, we haven't fixed all of the update information. It was so inquessential, I totally skipped over the rest of it. Or I just got distracted. It happens. I wander quite a bit. You know, just mind-wise. So yeah, they also fixed the menu button not responding after respawn, you know, when you're unconscious. I thought that was a problem. I was like, maybe it's just like a setting they've added over time where you have to, you know, give it a sec in order to, you know, kind of let you respawn, or it might just be like a console thing. But no, they've apparently fixed that, so that's good. And they fixed the online tab on server when it can't be scrolled through. And finally, they added character ID into the main menu, which is personally kind of useless. So I saw some like inquiries about the armbands, guys. So with the armbands, we can go to you go to raincoats, and then you're able to craft the different colors of things, kind of using a sharp object, and that's how you make a sort of armband for your character. I know I kind of briefly went over that, but see there, you can see there's the yellow armband, and I believe I have I don't know if I kept the red one or not. Anyway, so that's kind of the armband, and you can also like further tear it into to rags, as you can see if you need it. So it's like kind of a nice little medic thing, but people wear the armbands in order to, you know, sort of survive, but to show off, like if they're part of like a group or a clan, someone might do that. So just a interesting little thing to go over as far as the armband. So you get the different raincoats and you cut them and you get different colors, and you know, it's kind of interesting, I think so. See, there's another raincoat, and we can make like an orange. I'm gonna make an orange band actually, because I do want to have the orange band. So yeah, a smaller update this week, guys. I wasn't expecting a big one because they did actually do a respectable amount of tweaks the last 2 weeks. So I wasn't expecting something very intensive. Would I have liked more? Maybe, I guess. I don't know. So you actually get a number of armbands. I just kind of threw it in at the end there because I thought it was neat that I had the opportunity. So you actually get like a number of armbands that you can use, and then when you split them, it just kind of equipped it into my inventory. So you can see my character's wearing the orange armband, but I still got like 4 left that I can throw into people. They can be my friendship bands, you know, maybe somebody will want to be my friend instead of trying to kill me. And I guess I've been missing a lot of apples. I kind of like the blue boonie, to be honest. I'm digging it. It matches the coat, right? Kind of. Sneakers, which are Converse. Yeah, I got it, guys. Calm down. Wow, that axe is looking a little rough. Jeez. Yeah, there's one video where I was like, oh, the shoes. They're not Converse because they can't use brands in this. Unless they did get a brand thing for it, but I'm pretty sure they didn't, or else they labeled them as Converse. But yeah, I do know, you know, what the shoe brands are. Personally, I wear Nike shoes, but, you know, all to their own. I know people love their kicks, but that's mainly what I was trying to get across when I was mentioning that. Is like it's not like a brand. Is that a chicken? Oh. So people wanted intense zombie action. Do you want some too? Be cool. I don't know if we're cool or not. Yeah, kinda. Oh, oh, yeah, you're waiting at the bus, or okay. Just want to make sure, you know. Oh, that. What is that? That doesn't look right. The kiwi. Cool. I actually haven't come across a kiwi yet in this game. No, we're not cool. Anyways, yeah, sometimes I guess it takes like a second for maybe stuff to show up in the zombie inventory, if you're curious about that. So we've got a chicken here. I kind of want to cut the chicken up for some food. So you gotta take a smaller knife and skin it. You can't cut it with all the blades. Anyways, that's you know, I kind of went over the updates. I think we covered them. Again, they're not bad. They're small little tweaks, different part of the game. They're not always going to be big stuff. Keep in mind that some of the larger updates take time to do. So they actually, you know, some weeks it'll be like a small tweaks just to kind of be like, yeah, guys, we're working on this. And that'll be followed by a bigger update. Where the hell did the chicken thing go? Is it one of the pots or something? I don't know. I guess I'll randomly have a chicken breast at some point. I thought I filled this with water. Are there items in my thing with water? Am I drinking like lead-based food? That's great for me. That's healthy. Well, it's a zombie apocalypse. I mean, of all the things that can kill you, it's gonna be that. I like how I have a kiwi now, though. That's kind of cool. I might get into role plays later on too. Somebody had a neat idea where they're gonna like go around being a medic. I thought that was really cool. And you know, just kind of like neat little role stuff. But I think that's when I'm like out of kind of video ideas to do, because one a day is actually like pretty demanding, guys. But you know, good views, and you guys seem pretty dedicated to it. So we'll see where it goes from there. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, damn the clouds. I get a dev interview, I tell you the first question's going to be about those clouds. But yeah, I'm trying to chat with people. Wow, there is a lot of raincoats in this place. I swear there usually isn't that many. It's like Raincoat City. I got red ones. I'd be handing out, you know, armbands to everyone. I could be playing all the sides. I could be like, you know, come up to this like weird group of cultists, and they'll be, oh man, you've got the wrong band. I'll just swap it and be like, no, we cool, man, we cool. Yeah, it'll go like that. Ooh. Always into collecting more water bottles. And yes, I do pick up a lot of useless stuff, guys. I enjoy it, okay? Okay. Yeah. That was a quaint little town. I think so. I think that was kind of cool. So I'd say we covered the update pretty well. Bebop. Bebop, 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 bebop. And Parobo. That's kind of like south, isn't it? Going that way. Yeah, I think that's about south or something like that. I want to go more like a split. I kind of need to go like that way. I want to check out the church. They never have anything inside of them, except for like the phantom sardine can. But you know, it doesn't hurt to take a look and kind of connect with the sky people. I use my friend as my personal connection to the sky people. When I need to call out for them for support, I ask him to do it for me. It's my spiritual connection. Anyways, bit up. Cool, let's get going to this airfield. So it's probably, I imagine, going to be a little bit more dangerous now that people are doing stuff. So maybe we should go up the left side this time. Should I get my gun out? Dun dun dun. Be all sneaky and careful. That's an interesting looking thing. So yeah, I got the new iPhone today. It's pretty cool. It was the iPhone excessive because of how damn expensive it was. But yeah, no, I kind of dig it. I'm coming from like 5S, so it's like a really small screen. So the bigger screen, you know, it's kind of like weird. It's a little bit too big because I can't move my like thumb around the whole thing, which kind of bothers me because I like to be able to tactilely do everything. But now you kind of look at the other phone, it's like, wow, that's pretty small. I like the extra space. It's cool. It's like when I upgraded my monitor to like a huge 4K, I was like, oh damn, there's so much room for activities. But I don't know, it's alright. I'm kind of annoyed that the music, I gotta like put all my music back on it, which is super annoying because I heavily curate all of my songs on there. So it's kind of like a pain in the ass to manage. I think it's like 1,400 songs or something. It's like, oh, drive me nuts. Drive me nuts. But that's how she goes sometimes. And it's like some of the album art's missing too. Drives me just crazy. It's like, I see that both of my phones, like I can plug in both of my phones, and I can see they both have music, but iTunes is such shitty software that I can't copy and paste the music over. I can't drag it out of the computer and then drag it onto there. Can't do anything with it. I can just look at it and be like, ah, my curated library of years. Looking good. I guess, that's just how it is sometimes. So we're walking along. Very curious. And sometimes, guys, I do go off the path a bit. Like, I know people like act like I'm completely lost and I don't know where I'm going. I like to meander a bit because you never know what kind of little thing you're going to come across or some little neat adventure you might have. Oh, shit. That's not good. That's not good. Not this character. Be friendly. Don't be hostile. Let's just have a chat. I don't know if they're shooting at me or if they're just... Do they have like a really bad shot? I don't know where I am. Well, I'm not armed to take out somebody that's actually got like a good gun. Am I shot? I think I'm shot. Ah, crap, that's not good. Oh, I'm getting shot from somewhere? Where? Are they behind me? I don't know where I'm getting shot from. All I know is I might be bleeding, so I need to get somewhere safe. Oh, okay. Bandages. That's the same for using rags too, guys, because I saw somebody was commenting about how to use rags. I don't want to say I should server hop, but I don't know. I don't really want to lose everything because we need to do video stuff. And people keep complaining. I'll wait till I like stabilize. Why isn't it pulling out the gun? I think they were at the base, but I was getting like... It's a very odd angle. I don't know. Let's just carry on the other way. I'm kind of racing a little bit, like, hard, because I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was just kind of walking across the field. Maybe I do need to be sneakier. Like, you never know where people are going to be, right? You can spend, like, hours wandering around, running into no one. And then you could just get shot and die. At a moment's notice. Interesting. See, a lot of people do shoot on sight in this. It's kind of crazy. Am I still bleeding that badly? I know, I need to take a rest. As soon as I get somewhere safe, a little bit off the road. I think this is a good spot. I guess that kind of derails my plans, and I need to go somewhere else and, like, reevaluate things. Maybe I'll try another band-aid or something. Because things are not looking good. Maybe I screwed up on the band-aid. It's hard to tell. There we go. And we're gonna eat my kiwi. And we're gonna get nice and healed, guys. That's what we do, right? We heal. So when you want to get your like health and everything back up, it's best to you know, keep yourself like everything in the white, the food, and then you're able to naturally heal over time. You'll notice as you're like injured, you're gonna start like graying out a bit. Like you notice how the colors have gone, and that's just kind of a sense that it's like, yo, you're sort of not doing too hot right now. But I guess Vanessa got a little bit lucky this time. She didn't exactly get shot up. Where were we? Totally puts a derailing in my plans. It's not what I expected at all. I'm kind of injured too. I don't know if I want to dig into my other food supplies. Did I have my blood bag still? That'd be pretty funny if I used that. I guess I was talking about my iPhone, and I kind of got sidetracked by somebody shooting at me from over there. Yeah, though I'm very excited and intrigued by it to keep using it and see what I... You know, it's really cool because I can do 4K 60 video with it. So it's basically like a business expense for me. Because then I can use it for, you know, photography stuff, video stuff for business and that. So, and for YouTube. It's kind of, you know, a nice jump in quality and everything like that. Because 4K videos definitely get a lot of preference on YouTube. So that's nice. And the 60 FPS, I love the fluidity of the frame rate. And I have not been able to find a good camcorder that can like deliver on the high frame rate. So this is like a perfect, you know, selection for me. Should I dig into the can of beans? I really don't want to dig into the can of beans. It's very interesting though. Wonder who that was. Will I ever know? I don't know. But it's kind of weird that there's somebody just like sitting there sniping at people. Doesn't it get boring just camping? Like imagine they're just kind of waiting there the entire time and they're like, ah, we're gonna get somebody. We're gonna get him. Yeah, I think this should be a good spot to call it on this one.